Good afternoon. My name is Niko House, host of the political radio show Mikkelson Sukasa. And if you want to catch my political radio show live, you can watch here, or you can watch on Facebook Live at Niko D House at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Fridays. Today, I wanted to talk to you all about something that I find absolutely hilarious and a little bit disturbing. Most of you all know that Facebook has decided that it wants to put a vice grip on fake news, if you will. Now, it's already a huge debate on what should be considered fake news, considering that mainstream media has actually produced most of the fake news that has come out this election season. But because mainstream media has said that it's dangerous, and a lot of the issues that have been happening around the country and around the world are due to fake news, and the misinformation that has been happening around the country is due to fake news. And they try to blame independent media sources that are usually found on the internet and claim that they are the fake news that are causing the issues. But we actually know, if you've been paying attention, most of the fake news has actually been coming from mainstream media sources like CNN, Rachel Maddow on MSNBC, NBC, and the list goes on. But Facebook said that they want to combat this. And the way they decided to do so was using a series of websites to act as the arbitrators of what should be considered fake and or real. Correct the Record is one of these. Political Fact is another one. But perhaps the most interesting and most controversial of all of these is Snopes. So Facebook, we need to have a conversation, because I'm not exactly sure why you decided that you got a family. They're often described as a family, a husband and a wife who sits on the couch and uses Google like everybody else. And it's not that far-fetched when have you ever actually read Snopes. But you got a family who essentially looks like a Jerry Springer episode, arbitrating what's fact and fiction, like controlling, because 50% of the people of this world, 50% of the adults of this country, get their news from Facebook. And these are the type of people that are going to be arbitrating whether your news, if you are an independent news source or media source, will be determined as fact or fiction. First of all, the wife, estranged wife now, and co-founder of Snopes, claimed that David Mikkelson, the other co-founder and ex-husband, embezzled $98,000 and used most of it on prostitutes. In fact, Daily Mail UK actually has a picture of the founder with the prostitute. And then further, that, okay, maybe, perhaps, this is an isolated incident. It's not that big of a deal. Maybe he just had to get his fix. I don't know. But it gets worse. So they essentially, once he gets divorced from his wife, David, he hires someone, his new wife, Alyssa Young, and employs her to the website as an administrator. She worked as an escort and a porn star, but she has an upside. She ran as a libertarian for Congress also. She's a little bit confused. I'm not sure what career choice or career path she wants, but obviously, David loves her, so I guess Snopes loves her too and welcomes her on board. But yeah, she was a porn star. I have no problem really. I really have no problem with the fact that she was a porn star, to be honest with you. And I have actually no problem that she was an escort, because go ahead and get your money, boo-boo. But, sweet baby Jesus, that does not make you a scholar. Like, Snopes describes itself as using painstaking, scholarly, and reliable resources. No. And it gets worse, because their main fact checker, Kimberly LaCapria, who's the blogger of ViceVixon, says she is in touch with her Dome side, which, I guess I'm assuming like some dominatrix fetish, and has posted on Snopes while smoking pot. I don't really care about the smoking pot thing, but it just goes to show also there is still supposed to be an air of professionality, no matter if you're liberal leaning when it comes to recreation or not. There's supposed to be an air of professionality, and Snopes does not have that. Not to mention, Snopes has been wrong on several occasions and has proved their bias during this election season. If we want to talk about fake news. How about we talk about the fact that Snopes tried to claim that WikiLeaks, only 50% of WikiLeaks was truthful. The emails were actually authentic, and that's not true. WikiLeaks has verified, and other websites have actually verified through the email signatures, electronic signatures, if you will, that all the WikiLeaks were in fact true, and none of them have ever officially been denied by any of Clinton's campaign or John Podesta. And they were actually confirmed by several, whether it had been Donna Brazile or Colin Powell and others. So Snopes blatantly lied. They also claimed that Hillary Clinton did not successfully defend a rapist in a child rape case, which was also false. She did, and she laughed about it. And they also claimed that she didn't, that she did it because she was required to, and that was also untrue. She was not required to. She was actually the head of a legal office, and she did it as a favor to the judge. Now, this information is readily available, and Hillary Clinton actually says this in a YouTube video, but Snopes tried to pretend to claim otherwise. They've done this over and over again this election season. They've put out false fake news to fit a particular agenda because they were getting paid to, and obviously they had some self-serving interests that were being provided for, which is probably how they got this gig to be an arbitrator and this whole fake news for them. But it's a little disturbing. It's a little disturbing because this like I said, this is like a family off of Jerry Springer. They don't need to be checking whether news is fake or not because, well, for one, Snopes is fake. Snopes, they don't have any scholars. They don't use any special, reporters or anything like that. They just have regular people who are using Google like you and I. And they also have a lot of family issues that they need to discuss. The guy just hired someone who's probably completely unqualified to be an administrator on a website that will likely be worth hundreds of millions of dollars in the near future if it is elected to be an arbitrator of Facebook. And it's just, it's not smart business, and it's not reliable, and nor should it be the determining factor on whether something is factual or not factual. So get it together. Snopes, get it together. Facebook, you need to be vetting your companies that you're going to be backing a lot better than what you have been, because this is ridiculous. Snopes is merely clickbait. They're not, Political Fact and Correct the Record, all these people have obviously been compromised this election season. But Snopes, not only have they been compromised, but they're dysfunctional. They're really dysfunctional. And they shouldn't, come on, man. Come on, Mark. Come on, Mark. I gotta tell you this. You should know. I hope you're reading this. But the links to the article and the links to all the times that Snopes has wrongfully claimed something to be false when it was true, or wrongfully claimed something to be true when it was false, will be below. Please watch, like, and share, and comment. I want to hear your opinions about this. Have a good day.